Welcome back to our purple draconian conjurer of Vehumet. Last we left off, what do we do? I think we finished off Snake, and then we did all of Elf, and then here we are. Um, Character's going great. Armor's pretty darn good, especially for a draconian. Great will, all that. Suppose I could play around with this ring now, although I'm not too complain. I wouldn't complain too bad about this combination. Maybe put on the poison resistance. I'll have to think about that. Anyway, the our spells are wondrous. We just unlocked Refridge and Maxwell's for edge case usage. We don't have infinite mana. It's I think our last episode where we did something like this, our last character where we did something like this was our Black Draconian of Jiva. I think we started as an Ice Elementalist. That character ended up starting as Vehumet and then swapping to Jiva, and Jiva has great mana regeneration. I think I might have even had a mana regen necklace on that character too. But anyways, in that character, I could spam Refridge like crazy. That's not necessarily where I'm at with this character. I could probably use these big ones like once or twice, but I'm more in the territory where I can continuously use Freezing Cloud as appropriate and Airstrike for cleanup. I'm not necessarily spamming 7 and 8 cost spells. Yeah, and I also have Crystal Sphere on the go, or on the docket next in terms of learning. Actually not sure where it's hiding on me here. Oh, I'm oblivious to the fact that it's trying to tell me that I don't have 8, so it's blacked out. Anyway, I only need 4 more there, either so I could either get a amnesia, get rid of stone and get 1 more point, or just wait it out. No worries. I'm not desperate for Crystal Sphere right now. We're training up our ice, probably uncapped. We're training our earth, probably uncapped. I think I technically have it capped. I can just kind of go, I don't know, 26. I do have air magic capped. Our air is really just for airstrike these days. I do arc jolt occasionally, but it's not like super necessary, so that'll eventually be capped. Conjuration can go forever. That's helpful for Bombard and eventually Crystal Sphere, as well as literally everything else, basically. I would love to start training some like dodging or something, but I do kind of need the training of the other stuff. Yeah, so let's jump into our vaults and see what's up. We have Great Will, obviously 4 pips of will, really great. We have our cold in a reasonable stance. I can do it even better if I really wanted to. And Arlek. So like our cold and our Arlek are locking us down. That's usually the worst thing to need to deal with here in vaults. So it's good that we have it. Yeah. Airstrike is great for cleaning up those summoning types. You want to kill them before they start making your life worse than it needs to be. Let's get in a good spot. I suppose I could probably start using Refridge on first cast. I don't know. I've got the finger patterns built in place for this Freezing Cloud pattern. Sometimes it's hard to break that pattern, especially when it works so well. Like, you don't need Refridge for this part of the game. It's more so for, like, when you really benefit from that first early hit in later in the game. I'm gonna push back with IMB. So this is the weapon summoner. I could probably nullify pretty well there. Push him back. Push it back again. And now it's just by itself. I could probably Freezing Cloud and nullify one more time. So yeah, Zenetta or whatever the character's name is, yeah, Zenata is usually very tough, but when you have this kind of spatial control, it's so potent. So let's, here, I'll refridge. Like, that's an example of refridge. Refridge. It's very potent. I think I would still want a Freezing Cloud even in a refridge pattern, because they're still taking the damage. Ring of Fire, ignore. And I think I would want to make sure I have like a lot of things on the screen before I start refridging. Let's summon some spiders. And some elec. What's this? Interesting. Maybe it's a... I don't usually upgrade Lightning Rod. Maybe there's some like bonus. I usually do the reflect part of it. I wonder, is there anything I could do here? It's more cost effective. Maybe like a root on him. Just walk it out. Get some more mana. And then get him out of line. Can I bombard yet? Probably not. I can get him in open air and just airstrike. Yeah, okay. Being a little tedious about that, but I don't know. It's always it's good to take its things seriously when you start having no mana. Ooh, I've been confused and blinded. I will use one of my many curing potions. Ah, they did it again. I'll just walk it out. There you go. Undying Armory. Huh. Not familiar with that creature type. Let's Arc Jolt. Push it back. Yep. Like if I do a refridge off the top and like clean up with Arc Jolt, that's something. This one I can probably push back. Yeah. Cool. All right, Vault's 1 done. Vault's 2 on our way. What's this? Amnesia. I will read it and get rid of Stone Arrow. We're at 9 spell school, so I think I can just pop on my Crystal Sphere now. Okay, and I'll put it on H, and I'll move I and J. So yeah, we've got all the big spells we'd ever want. So now it's, and they're all castable. They're all pretty potent. I can probably start training some dodging up. Yeah. Just casually. As you've probably noticed by now, if you're not familiar, Draconians can't train armor or anything. It's just dodging and health, and we've just been shafted a floor. So we're going to work our way back up as quickly as we can. Even if you feel powerful, you still want to play it safe. If you can. Let's refridge. See, Freezing Cloud isn't always the best choice because of where your positions are, things like that. So even at this point, you know, it's great to have refridge as an option. I'm going to avoid whatever that glass door situation is. And here's a stair up. And we're good. Okay, carry on. Also, if things are spread like that, I guess it could be a benefit to go right into refridge. What's this? Yes. What kind of rings do we got? Perhaps a better RLX ring. Maybe not. That would be great on a melee character for sure. I'm not sure about that though. Ring of Core, that's cheaper. I don't need to buy it right now, but that's great to see. And the rest is okay. See, like that, the flayed whatever is a great example of a creature that you love to have airstrike for, because that thing will flay you down and you have to really get it or else you're going to die by like literally nothing else. Bei Shuzan, okay. I think this is going to be our first Maxwell's target. So I'm just going to go ZG. So EFG, and we're going to just pop it. Yeah. So like that's why Maxwell's is good. There's creatures that overcomplicate the dying process and you just want it to die. You just pop it. Okay, vaults 2. I'll start with the stair we did establish from the from before. Oh, we got a battle sphere. Ooh. I really do want battle sphere. I assume it's like 0% or whatever, like I can cast it. So I want to remind myself of how much it costs. I think it's pretty light. It's only 4. Okay. So it's already at 1% even though we have 0 Forgecraft, and its power's at 81 even though we have 0 Forgecraft. So that's pretty cool, and so I want 4 spell schools, and so I should get that sooner than later. So all good. Fridge is alright. It's just you want to make sure you're using it on lots of things. I'll just kind of buy these just to have a amnesia. I don't think I have anything to lose anymore. So it's just about learning more stuff. Eventually maybe I abandon like Arc Jolt or something, but I'm not that desperate right now. Let's Cloud and then Fridge. Let's Arc Jolt. See, honestly, yeah, Arc Jolt might end up going to the wayside. Maybe not just yet. There's our Bombard. We've kind of underused Bombard for its power level. Gloves, I don't think I'm going to waste the gold. I don't have infinite gold. I mean, I have a lot, but it's not infinite. There might be something in depths or something that is like, oh, I need 1,000 gold, and then all of a sudden I'm like, why did I do a Gloves of Strength or something just to know it? Bombard's good for these armor typed creatures. I believe it has a penetration, or not penetration in game, but like it's good against armored things is the point, is what I'm trying to say. Volts. Okay. Let's pull back. Let's do some other place for now. What do we got? Okay, so this is just an R-Elec ring. That's a crazy Faith Amulet in other scenarios. 3 Will Pips and Faith? Wow. I think because I have Refridge now, I do like my my Ice Ring for what it is. So I'll probably just keep it as is, but that's good to know if I, for some reason, want to abandon the whole Ice Ring. I do have an Elec source, R-Elec source. Free Core Ring. Okay, so I'm going to drop something here. What am I going to drop? Probably Flame or Might. Feels bad dropping Might. Poison. I don't think I'm going to do any poison anymore at all. Everything's immune to poison, so it's not like I can use it as an escape as one could in the past. Can I... I'm going to back away. Did it die yet? Okay, all done there. Lots of rings today. Where are we at? 17 minutes. We're still got plenty of time. We can definitely finish Vaults 4 easily within our remaining time. Battle Axe, not for us. So something like that is a great reason why you have Earth when they're like in those Crystal Guardians or whatever they're called. They're immune to basically everything except for like Earth Pen. So it's like it's great to have as an option. I'm gonna refridge. Let's back it up a little. Let's refridge. Zata. I think I just go for the Maxwell's EFG. Let it happen. Poof. Cool. Awesome. So Vaults 4 is done. We do have a lot of AoE, so like we could do Vaults 5, but I'm certainly not going to do it now, like in this order, before Depths. And to be honest, I do like the idea of Slime with this character. So I'm going to go now to Depths. And here we go. We got plenty of time. I could do at least 1 or 2 levels of Depths. One thing I haven't mentioned yet, but it's probably good to mention it now. I've gotten so many Revelation Scrolls this game. I have now 11. That means I can do every level of Zot and every level of Depths. And I have, what was that, another 2 extra? So I'm certainly going to learn my stuff here. And probably if I do end up being Slime, I will certainly pop that to understand my Slime final space. I don't want to pick a brand. Where's my brand? Capital I. So I mean, technically, we can zoom down and start, um, being all efficient with cleaning up. We're at XL20. We've got all the spells we'd ever want. I suppose. That being said, I probably do want to collect a few more things here and there. Scroll of Invis, or Cloak of Invis, sorry. What stopped me? A door creaking. Okay. Honestly, we've cleared the depths that we need. Maybe I'll do a little bit more here just to cover my immediate surroundings of my exit. But yeah, I think that's good enough. What's my digging at, by the way? I've only got 3 digging, so that is a downside of my current character. Cool. Rev again. Oh, looks like we have a lot right beside here as well. There's, I assume, a shop just to our left, so we'll probably check that out. Oh, it's just hell. Okay, I'm just gonna refridge. Learn some int. Let's pull back a little. Gonna reset my mana. Good old elephants. Jumping around, blinking away. All right. What's left? Just this guy in here, just being annoying for the auto explorer. We got a blink scroll here. Cool. This is an up that I don't know, so I'm gonna avoid that. I can probably close this off here. We did get this hell portal. Fortunately, it's not a store, which is fine. All right, come out here. So we don't have great R fire resistance, so we got to be careful about that. Yeah, so we have 2 downs here, so that's good enough for me. The other down I have access to has access upwards. I don't necessarily need to explore over there though, so we can just head down here. Let's take this guy out and rev scroll. Our downs are near us as well, although this is a very open floor, so we'll have to take this one more typical. Okay. Very much so. Look at all this action here. Let's refridge. Refridge. Alright. Go to the other down. So the combination of a very open map plus trolls suggests that I'm probably clearing the whole map for this one, because they'll be opening up their views with their digging stuff that they do. I don't want to pick up berserking. There you go. these guys are not as susceptible to airstrike, so hence the greatness of our earth work. Out of mana. Let's pull it back. I could IMB, but I'd rather just reset here. At least get some more mana before I probably kill them pretty soon after. There you go. This, if you can imagine it, this depths feels very much like a dungeon floor. Like it looks like one. All right, keep going, resetting. If I keep it in the cold, oh, there's more than that. I'll try to keep them all in the cold. I could probably swap to the C Invis. Let's do that. Push it back. Okay. Yeah, it's a little awkward there with that. Let's put the... Okay. We got another one of these. I think they're okay with airstriking, and then I'll just bombard it to death. Same with this guy. Okay, I'm going to run this out. I'll slow him down around the corner here. Okay. If you use the hull, it goes a little longer, more efficient to control. See, like, look at that. And now he has to go through all of the tiles before even getting close. And he's probably dead soon. There you go. All right, cool. Depths 3 done. We got... Oh, no, we don't, unfortunately. Okay, so we're going to call it here for our current progress. Our purple Draconian Conjurer Vehumet, fully capped off in our Vehumet work. We are actually being very efficient in our killing of depths because we have all these rev scrolls. We really have all the insight we want. Our items, our weapons are great. Our spells, that is. Our items are great. And we're training as we work our way up. Started doing some dodging training recently. But yeah, going well. See you next time where we carry on with Depths 4 and we'll do our third rune. See you in a bit.